Islam Makhachev. Dude goes up one weight class, goes up to 170. He was the 55-pound most dominant champion ever, most title defenses at 55 ever. Just dominates at 170. Like, every round. People are saying it's boring, but listen, man, it's boring if you're a casual. The fact that he was able to do it every round, it was a little frustrating because you wanted Jack to try to adjust, but he couldn't, man. Islam shut his game down right away. He low kick front leg real quick, had him limping real quick. Like within the first round, he had hit it 3 or 4 times. Bad.
I imagine being Khabib, you know, just your protege just coming in.
And Khabib's even better than him.
Right.
That's what's so crazy. That's how good those guys are. KOing people, man. It's different.
Yeah.
He's different. He's head kicking Volkanovski. It's like a different level of stand up.
And they don't forgive the disrespect.
No.
I forget that sometimes. Like the people that are like ultra competitive.
Totally different kinds of human beings, man.
It doesn't go away.
Their drive it's like, you don't understand it. You don't live it, you know? Yeah. And like wrestlers, like elite wrestlers are the only people that train the way like Khabib and his crew train. Like in any other combat sport, like if you're coming over from kickboxing and, you know, and then you want to fight MMA, and you know you think I've already trained like an animal already, like
yeah,
there's a difference in the kind of exhaustion that you get from like hardcore wrestling training, and that's something that these guys have that it's like that's why wrestling is the #1 base for MMA, because anybody who gets really good at wrestling, you gotta be animal.
Yeah, I wrestled in high school the first couple of years, and I was like, this ain't for me. You know, it was it was hard. It's hardcore, man. Like
so hard.
It's because besides the technique and stuff, you have to be able to suffer. You're training to suffer.
Yep.
Yeah, they break you all the way down every single practice.
Training to suffer, and then the losing weight and competing on the same day.
You had mentioned that this is your hardest camp, bro. So,
Look my face, man.
What did you say?
Look my face.
Oh yeah, right there. I see it. How'd you get the black eye?
From the hard camp, you know.
How many times a day do you train? Have you been training?
Usually 2 times a day. In the if we in some outside, like in the training camp in the mountain, wake up in the morning, we have just a little bit stretching, maybe sometimes like running, small, just for wake up, you know. After that we go eat breakfast, and 11 in the morning we training.
And then what about the nighttime?
Nighttime depends. Like today I will training late, you know, because my fight is gonna be 12. I'm gonna train we're gonna go gym like 9, 10, and I will finish training like around 12.
Abilities,
right?
Because stats, it's variable depending on who you're fighting. Like you take Charles Oliveira's stats, and then you say his fight with Islam Makhachev, and you say, okay, well, where's the stats? Like it's really dependent upon skill sets, who's your level of competition, who you're competing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now that Islam Makhachev is about to face the colossal challenge of Ian Machado Garry, it's safe to say that no stone is left unturned for the lightweight champion. According to reports from Islam Makhachev's camp, he has increased the intensity of his training, and this is something expected given the caliber of the upcoming challenge. From hardcore wrestling training sessions to advanced striking training, nothing seems to have been left behind in Islam Makhachev's training regime.
Просто оттягивай, сползай, будьте минут.
Есть какой-то возрастной дедлайн? До какого возраста хотел бы выступать?
Нет, возрастной я не думаю. Есть пробег.
Joe Rogan believes that Islam Makhachev is a real nightmare opponent for anybody, including Ian Machado Garry. For instance, Rogan stated that the way Islam dominated his opponents all the way up until he got to the welterweight division shows that he seems equally unstoppable at 170 pounds compared to the lightweight division, where he ruled. The former UFC lightweight champion impressed Rogan with how he quickly nullified any offensive attempts from his opponent using powerful calf kicks, proper pressure, and controlling every single round. Even though many fans viewed his performance as boring, Rogan believes that this was the case only for fans who are not that interested in the sport due to the skills that were demonstrated by Islam.
Abilities.
Right.
Because stats, it's variable depending on who you're fighting. Like you take Charles Oliveira's stats, and then you say his fight with Islam Makhachev, and you say, okay, well, where's the stats? Like it's really dependent upon skill sets, who's your level of competition, who you're competing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was a quick submission, though.
Bro.
The stats are 1 submission attempt, 1 submission.
Bro, he's got a crushing squeeze. Well,
It's different, bro. It's different. Yeah. He strangled me. And the way he did it, I think he, Moicano filled in last minute to fight Islam and got caught with the same choke.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a Darce choke, but he locks it on his forearm.
Yeah.
He doesn't go to the bicep.
I know.
And the squeeze is different. He's pulling to his chest. It's not like a angle squeeze. It's different. So the defense is different. When I got my legs out and tried to walk around, he hooked my leg, but like the squeeze is completely different. Completely different. You know, you belly down and kind of get some space to breathe. You can't the way he does it.
Craig Jones broke it down.
It's like a front choke, almost like a squeeze to your chest. It's not an angle that you use for a normal Darce choke.
I know. I was shocked the first time I saw him do it.
The conversation with Poirier began with recalling how quickly Islam submitted him. He explained that Makhachev doesn't finish the Darce choke the traditional way by locking onto his bicep. Instead, Islam grips his own forearm, creating a completely different squeeze. According to Poirier, the pressure comes directly into the chest rather than from the usual angle, making the choke feel unfamiliar even to experienced grapplers. Rogan immediately recognized the technique, noting that Islam has now used the same finish on multiple opponents. As they continued breaking down the submission, Rogan pointed to grappling expert Craig Jones, who had analyzed why Islam's version is so effective. Because the grip and squeezing direction are different, many of the standard defensive reactions simply don't work.
Pulling to his chest, it's not like a angle squeeze. It's different. So the defense is different. When I got my legs out and tried to walk around, he hooked my leg, but like the squeeze is completely different. Completely different. You know, you belly down and kind of get some space to breathe. You can't the way he does it.
Craig Jones broke it down.
It's like a front choke, almost like a squeeze to your chest. It's not an angle that you use for a normal Darce choke.
I know. I was shocked the first time I saw him do it. I was like, maybe he just like couldn't cinch up the bicep. And then I saw him do it a second time. I was like, no, this guy's trying to do it that way. He grabs right here, right?
Yeah. And
Craig Jones
pulls
did
to
an
his
awesome
chest.
breakdown of it on YouTube where he explains why it's effective and what's so good about it.
And
Rogan also stressed that the choke isn't effective solely because of its technique. He argued that Islam combines flawless mechanics with exceptional physical strength, making the submission even more dangerous. According to Rogan, the powerful squeeze generated by Makhachev's upper body allows him to finish positions that many other elite grapplers cannot. Looking beyond the choke itself, Rogan described why he believes Islam is one of the most complete fighters in MMA. He credited the champion's elite Sambo background, overwhelming clinch strength, relentless wrestling pressure, and outstanding conditioning for allowing him to dominate opponents over the course of a fight.
when he gets the grip locked in, like it's complete, immediate blood shutdown. You know, usually you feel it slowly fading away. It was like right away.
Wow, so that dude's got a back.
Like the whole started
drive-through movie on.
The darkness started coming in like as soon as he got the grip.
Really?
Yeah.
He's so fucking strong, man. There's like something about those Dagestan guys, man.
As he broke down the division's current state, Bedtime MMA explained that welterweight is entering a new era dominated by physically imposing fighters. He mentioned names like Carlos Prates and Michael Morales as examples of the division's new wave of massive athletic contenders. That led directly into his thoughts on Ian Garry. Bedtime MMA admitted that Gary's size and frame make him one of the few contenders capable of giving Islam serious problems. He suggested that Makhachev's build naturally suited lightweight, while Garry represents the modern welterweight prototype with exceptional length and physical tools.
Because if this is the co-main event, dude, then this card will be carried hard by Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Garry. Again, I like this fight. I think this is the real fight to make it welterweight. I like Ian Garry's chances. I guess I'll talk more about it when this gets announced, if it gets announced. And if they announce somebody else versus Islam Makhachev, I may actually drop a rant video. Why the fuck do I have to like defend Ian Garry right now? But listen, dude, I'm gonna be real. If he doesn't get the title shot, it's bullshit. I'm not a fan of the guy, but I'm just saying it like it is. I think Ian Garry has a very good chance to beat Islam Makhachev. I think he deserves that opportunity. And I think honestly, I could see the welterweight division narrative being like, yo, shit, Islam Makhachev, he kind of came in at a good time. JDM was the champ. That's a better matchup, you know, and now these guys are the new meta at welterweight. I've seen videos and Instagram reels like that. Shout out to this dude, Eric Sermonara, bro.
Even with those concerns about Islam's matchup, Bedtime MMA made it clear that Garry deserves this opportunity more than anyone else. He argued that the UFC has the correct title fight in front of them and would be making a mistake by booking another challenger instead. Although he isn't a self-described Ian Garry fan, he repeatedly emphasized that rankings and recent performances justify Garry receiving the next championship opportunity. After Islam referred to Garry as a slippery foe that always moves backwards and makes his opponent chase him, Javier Mendez agreed with him. He agreed that Garry is hard to fight owing to his movements, reach, and tactics. However, he emphasized that Islam had faced a lot of styles and had no doubt about the possibility of putting into action his strategy in the octagon, regardless of what Garry could come up with. Further elaborating on this, Mendez was of the opinion that Garry would not set the tempo or location for this fight. According to him, Islam is the man who sets up the location for this bout. It does not matter whether they remain standing or go to the ground. Mendez is sure that Makhachev will make life difficult for Garry and slowly but surely gain control. It must be pointed out that he respects Garry's awkward style and game plan, but thinks the bout will go his way. Where Bisping believes Garry can create problems is in the striking exchanges. He highlighted Garry's length, reach, constant movement, and willingness to ignore crowd reactions while fighting a tactical battle. Bisping can envision Garry circling, pumping the jab, using push kicks, and forcing Islam to chase him for long stretches. He expects Makhachev to keep walking Garry down throughout the fight, forcing exchanges and looking for opportunities to bring the contest into his strongest areas. Nevertheless, Bisping believes Philadelphia will witness a much more competitive title fight than many fans are anticipating. Toward the end of the video, Bisping reiterated that Islam should be a significant betting favorite, but he cautioned against assuming victory before the fight begins. He described Makhachev as a consummate professional who never overlooks opponents and prepares meticulously for every challenge. At the same time, he emphasized that Garry's best path to victory lies in disciplined movement, sticking behind his jab, and executing a smart tactical game plan. While Bisping favors Islam to retain the title, he repeatedly warned that counting Garry out would be a mistake. Speaking of him, Dan Hardy believes Ian Garry is facing the toughest test of his career against Islam Makhachev. While Hardy praised Garry's confidence and the work he's put into improving his overall game, he pointed out that Islam presents problems in every area of MMA. According to Hardy, Makhachev has the perfect skill set to trouble anyone at welterweight, whether the fight stays standing, moves into the clinch, or hits the ground. He even described Islam as having the kryptonite for the entire division because of how complete his game has become. Hardy also noted that although Garry has been spending time improving his jiu-jitsu and grappling, it's difficult to truly prepare for the kind of pressure and wrestling that Islam brings to the cage. Hardy continued to explain that this Dagestani style keeps producing champions because they all employ the same unyielding approach: wrestling, pressure, discipline, and more dangerous strikes. However, even within the Dagestanis, Hardy made sure to point out that Islam is right at the top of the pyramid. Focusing on the bout itself, Hardy feels that Garry can't afford to go 5 rounds just shooting off his shots and trying to outbox the champion. While he conceded that Garry is a skilled and smart striker, Hardy felt that Islam would ultimately get into the fight if he builds up enough momentum. According to Hardy, Garry needs to do some damage to Islam to gain respect for his offense. This was what some of the top people in MMA had to say regarding the upcoming fight between Islam Makhachev and Ian Machado Garry. Though many believe that Makhachev will retain his belt, others feel that Garry is capable of shocking the MMA community by pulling off an upset win. With a combination of Islam's superior wrestling skills and championship experience matched against Garry's physical stature, mobility, and fight IQ, this has become one of the fights of the year. As we move closer to fight night, the more polarized the views are getting, which just further enhances the hype behind this title fight. One thing that is for sure is that both these fighters have something to prove, and that once that cage door opens, none of them will show any mercy. But what do you guys think? Will Islam Makhachev continue his undefeated streak and keep the title, or will Ian Machado Garry steal it from under him?